Good morning, everybody. It's LSP. It's currently the 18th of May, 2022. Before we get into the charts, I just want to quickly go over this article. Terra found a Kwon to be summoned by the South Korean government. Now, obviously, when you read a headline like that, it's very easy to think, oh, what's going on? Bad, bad, bad. But I think, having looked into this a little bit this morning, this is predominantly the South Korean government wanting Terra Labs to explain themselves as to what happened, how this could happen, and so on and so forth. It's very easy to jump to conclusions and say, well, he's being summoned, he's probably going to go to court, potentially, face charges, which, of course, this is absolute speculation. Nobody has any idea. The reason that I bring this up, though, is because what's interesting is there is another article here from Cointelegraph saying crypto users react to Terraform Labs legal team purportedly leaving the company. All right. And if we just scroll down a little bit here, you can see the legal team of Terraform, and this is from Watch Guru and then Tajo Crypto or Tajo Crypto as tweeted here. The legal team of Terraform Labs might have seen something they can't handle, so they resigned. Terraform lawyers Mark Goldich, Lawrence Florio, and Noah Axler have already updated their resignation on LinkedIn. Kwon made people lose a lot of money, and not everyone will let it go, which is fair enough, But it seems like it's all kind of going down that road, where there's going to be a bit more of an investigation into what's happened. Whether or not there was foul play, who knows, right? Again, this is all speculation. It's very easy to kind of take all of this stuff out of context, which is not what we do. Certainly not what I do. But I want to keep an eye on this because ultimately there's a lot of people that have been burnt by this. It's a huge thing. It has massive implications in terms of cryptocurrency and the trust, of cryptocurrency. We as a whole in this space are trying to make it better. We're trying to bring people into this space and get them to understand that some of the myths aren't right. Some of the things that they think about cryptocurrency simply aren't true. And we want to develop and foster that trust from, within the cryptocurrency community outside. We want people to look in and say, I want to be part of that because it makes sense, So we have to keep an eye on these things. We've got to make sure that whatever happens, however this kind of plays out, however it finishes, I hope on the other side of all of this, the markets recover. I hope cryptocurrency continues to do well because there's a lot of amazing things happening in this space, obviously. And it would be a shame for governments to really start to crack down, on cryptocurrency to the point where it would just be almost pointless, engaging. Okay. I don't think that's going to happen at all, but I'm just saying this is how these things end up being the way that they are. So let's go over to the charts. Not a real change. Again, stuck between 29,000 and 31,000. Bitcoin not really doing much. Again, we would like to see some movement. The longer it stays down here, the worse it gets. We are hearing consistent news that there is money flowing into Bitcoin. But as I said recently, if Bitcoin is being accumulated but nothing else is, let's say money's coming out of the stock market and it's flowing into, the cryptocurrency market, which simply isn't the case. But if it was, and even if it is even a little bit, and all of that money's going into Bitcoin, let's say Bitcoin goes up, but nothing else is being bought. Just on the strength of Bitcoin, Binance starts to go up. Just on the strength of Binance related chain, projects start to go up, but they're going up on air, which is not what we want. We want people to engage and buy into the projects that they like, the projects that they have confidence in. And at the moment, with these kind of flat markets, not really seeing, any kind of momentum shift, no real, money coming into cryptocurrency. We've got risk off coming, in terms of stock market. You've got a little bit of money going into safe havens. I was tracking some of the ETFs recently. And it's actually interesting because a lot of the ETFs, that have been doing really, really well in terms of sectors, are energy. Gas, energy, it's all alpha weighted as well. So it's the most recent price action, at least the stuff that I've been looking into. And it's quite interesting to see that a lot of money's been piling into, the energy sector, and commodities like, oil, crude and whatnot. So it's all predominantly energy focused because there's a lot of money obviously being made by energy companies, gas companies, electric companies, and so on. So I'm not, again, at least from the analysis that I'm doing, I'm not seeing any reason why cryptocurrency would have money piling into it. The only reason people are focused on cryptocurrency is because of Bitcoin. Maybe it has value, maybe it has a use case, maybe it is slowly becoming adopted worldwide, that there will be mass adoption. But again, for us as investors, retail investors, people who just want the cryptocurrency market to start moving higher, this is not how we want it to happen, because if it does, it's going up on air, and we've seen what happens as price goes up on air. We get this, these terrible sort of nasty drops, which is not what we want, and this is the Dow Jones, obviously. So let's go over to Binance really quickly. Again, we can see the same thing forming, much more pronounced on the wick, in terms of the move down, the reversal. And I still feel, I'm not going to say 100%, obviously nobody can do that, but I do feel that we're going to see this run into the, to the 340 level. Again, just be patient, wait, see what happens. No real change on Ethereum either. Same old. All eyes on Bitcoin, man. All eyes on Bitcoin. So with that said, I will try to update you sometime later this evening if I don't get around to it. I may, as of the time of this recording, jump on a live session or a live stream. If I do, obviously, I'll let you guys know. And in the meantime, I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Keep an eye out for a video that I'm going to be posting later for Rematic Finance. It's regarding the partition. Remember the number 646. And I look forward to speaking to you guys later. Take care.